Into a Wednesday. I'm Chris Allen. It is July the 3rd, the day before the 4th, and I'm back after a little short vacation, just some days off. So I'm back here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. So, we're heading into the holiday with some heat and humidity. It is going to be quite high today, but there is also a good chance that we could see some scattered thunderstorms by this afternoon, and some of those could be a little on the punchy side, mainly heavy rain and a gust of wind. As we check things out from here at home, back home in Plano, and the Plano cam this morning is looking fine, looking sort of tropical even. And it's that heat and humidity that makes it feel that way. And it's looking that way because we're starting to get tapping into some moisture that's ahead of a cold front that will be bringing us a really good chance of rain starting this afternoon, but also into tonight and for your 4th. It is not going to rain out the whole day tomorrow, but there is a good chance that you're going to get rain and thunderstorms, and some of the rain could be heavy at times, which I'll speak about more here in just a second. First, let's check the newest weather camera. This is the one that is from the Wingate Hotel, located at I-65 and Scottsville Road. And as you can see, a pretty good picture this morning here at 7:30. And you can see that also there's a bit of a haze in the distance and some of the clouds beginning to thicken up. That is going to be the case as we get on into the day. Those clouds are eventually going to bring us some rain and thunderstorms. And then we're also looking at the weather camera, the live AAA Systems weather cam from downtown. And you can see those same clouds are beginning to build there in the distance. And as we go through the day, progressively, we're going to see those clouds continue to build from west to east and eventually some thunderstorms. But before we get the thunderstorms, we got to deal with some heat. Let me show you that and the weather briefing from the National Weather Service that they issued this morning. And we're pretty much all of us are under a heat advisory for today. Now, so far, we've been able to get by without much of a heat advisory, but here we go. All of South Central Kentucky, pretty much, all of Western Kentucky, and now stretching along the Ohio River from starting at 1 o'clock, well, actually noon until 7 Central Time this evening. Heat advisory, combination of hot temperatures in the low to mid 90s and high humidity, dangerous heat index values today between 100 and 109. I think it's going to be more around 100 to 105 here in southern Kentucky. Now, as it shows here, afternoon and evening thunderstorms will bring some temporary relief, but not widespread. So, you know that heat illnesses and sickness can happen when you get feels like or heat index temperatures this high. So you'll want to limit how much you're outdoors. If you suffer from respiratory issues, you'll need to slow your roll or don't go outside at all. Take plenty of breaks in the shade. Drink plenty of water, tap water, not ice cold water, but tap water. Just room temperature water. Don't go for the really, really cold stuff, because that can also shock your system, and that would not be good. So yeah, medium to almost high confidence in that heat advisory. Then we have the severe storm and flooding risk. Now, here is our severe weather setup for today. You can see that the level 2 slight risk goes from about Hartford, Beaver Dam to E-Town to Bardstown to almost Lexington. It takes in most of the Ohio River. That's where there is a greater threat for wind and flooding to take place today. And I do think our primary threat with any severe weather is going to be torrential downpours, not tornadoes. This is not a tornado situation. This is a heavy rain, maybe gusty wind type of situation where we get these building thunderstorms out ahead of the cold front, and then they collapse. And when they collapse, they can throw down a lot of wind and a lot of rain in a very short amount of time. So this is looking pretty confident here. Medium to high confidence in damaging wind and flooding. Now, most of us here in Southern Kentucky are under the level 1 marginal risk, but don't let this make you think that it's not any less of a threat than what we're seeing off to the north. We're just a little more sure of that yellow shaded area than we are the green. So, but the outcome can be the same. So there you go. Wind and flooding are the main threats that we're looking at this afternoon and this evening and tomorrow and Friday. Yes. Today, tomorrow, Friday. All 3 days we could be looking at that risk of getting some marginally severe weather, but not the kind that's going to throw down tornadoes and all of that. This is more about heavy rain, lightning, damaging wind in a small area that could be, if you're outdoors and you're grilling or you're on the lake, it could be catastrophic in that if you're caught unaware, that's not a good plan. And you don't want that to ruin your 4th of July holiday. So just be aware, keep your weather radio with you and your phone, because that way you'll have the News 40 weather app. And if you haven't downloaded it yet, then you need to do so right now by scanning that QR code right there. Just open your camera app on your phone and hold your phone over that circle with the code in it, and it'll take you to where you can download the News 40 weather app, and you'll have it on your phone. You'll get lightning alerts when there's lightning even 15 miles away from you, not even close, but it'll warn you of that. Plus any other warnings that come out, that app right there, News 40 weather app. So please keep that with you all weekend and the holiday and everything else that's coming up. All right, let's take a look at the radar. See what's happening this morning. There's our cold front, and out ahead of it, showers and thunderstorms. And you can see that it's, got some pretty good organization, pretty good rainfall north of St. Louis, thunderstorms south of St. Louis, where the better instability is set up, and even more rain back behind it in parts of Oklahoma and Kansas. But these storms will start to make some headway toward us this afternoon and this evening. St. Louis is getting it now, then Mount Vernon, then Evansville, then Bowling Green, as we continue to go into the afternoon and evening hours. Good chance of that happening today. And there you can see the increasing clouds over the area. We're getting just some of those scattered clouds I showed you on the downtown and the Plano cam and the new Wingate Hotel camera. That's what we're seeing. But the real thicker clouds are going to come in later, along with these thunderstorms that you see popping up back into Missouri. So it's coming. It's all headed this way. You've got most of the day to not have to worry about it, but It is going to be one of those, if you're out boating or camping, have a weather radio or have the app with you, because you're going to need to know when this stuff is coming in. And because it could play a big role in what happens with your plans today. All right, let's go from that to the model blender. 90s. Whew, 90s. But I do see a little bit of a cool down. You see it too. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this weekend, more into the mid and upper 80s instead of the 90s. And even much of next week, looking at mid to upper 80s, more in line with where we should be this time of the year. The average high is 89. We will hit 90 for a few days as an average, but then after that is when it starts going back it starts going down instead of up. Which the more we get into July and August, the dog days of summer, it's some of the hottest that we have, but it's not going to stay like this forever. In fact, the hottest part of this latest run of weather that's been around us, some of the hottest could be today. And then after today, we start to cool things down. 95 does sound good today, 92 with the showers tomorrow, and then mid 80s, upper 80s for the weekend. So, yeah, not bad. At least it's not mid and upper 90s, and it's not 100s that we're looking at here. Let's check current temperatures. Skipped over that. I need to go back, and here we go. Kentucky mesonet temperatures as of right now, 740 almost. 70s. I see a couple of 80s showing up back here now to the west and in southern Kentucky. So yeah, it's 80 here in Bowling Green. Let's check the dew points, which are in the 70s. So yeah, it's muggy. And the wind is coming out of the south at 5 to 10. And any kind of gusts, yeah, it's starting to gust up a little at say 10 to 15 miles per hour, but all the wind is coming out of the south, and it's a warm and toasty breeze that is going to be with us today. And eventually, with that cold front coming in, it is going to touch off those showers and thunderstorms. Not everybody's going to see that this afternoon. Not everybody's going to get rained on, but there is a good chance of that coming. So all of that, we could still use a little bit more rain, which is okay. Nothing too severe. No tornado risk here going on today. This is all just thunderstorm activity. All right. Rainfall. Yeah, it's going to be a little more prevalent into the afternoon and evening hours. Here you see about 1 o'clock. Here we go, 7 o'clock this evening. Greater chance of any kind of severe weather will be along and north of the Ohio River. And that's mostly going to be heavy rain, lightning, and potential for some wind damage, but not tornadoes. Here comes our cold front stalling out just a bit as we get into Thursday. Thursday will be tomorrow, is the 4th of July, and there will be pockets and rounds of rain and thunderstorms as the cold front gets closer to our area. Then it lifts back to the north thanks to this high pressure over Virginia. So it retreats, goes back to the north, also being aided by the low pressure system that's over Missouri. So that keeps us in an unsettled pattern even into Friday, as you'll see here. Then a little trough, a little disturbance sitting right over us with more potential for heavy rain and thunderstorms. And then the front itself will start to make some headway by Saturday morning, passing through early After that, we start to calm things down for the weekend and even cool it down just a little, and the dew points go down a bit. It should feel pretty good this weekend. The front goes south of us into Sunday, and then here comes another front. This is on Monday and Tuesday of next week. That front falls apart, being eaten, if you will, by a couple of high pressure ridges, but still enough here to leave in some scattered showers and a thunderstorm Monday and Tuesday of next week. So we have plenty of rain chances to come. We were worried at first that we wouldn't see enough rain to keep us from getting into a drought situation. And, you know, of course, it's been in a minor drought situation up until this point, but now we're going to have more of these waves of rain coming in, so we don't have to worry about extreme heat and humidity and no rain for a long time. At least this looks much better, and I'm glad about that, because we don't need to be going a long time without rain. All right, in the chat box this morning, Gail, Rita, Barbara, Loretta, Terry, Charlene, Buffy, Eva, Gregory, Iffy. All right. It's good to be back. Good to have you guys back with me. Of course, I'm on the radio right now at Sam 100.7 if you'd like to tune in. And I'll be back on your TV tonight. News 40 at 5, 6, and 10. Until then, have a great day. God bless you, and I'll see you later.